Some years ago, my students from Uganda taught me a simple African adage. In English, it says, "Because you are, I am, and because of this, we are." This simple statement emphasizes the importance of healthy relationships. It points to the value of life together. We are formed through mature relationships not only with God, but also with one another. We become authentic persons, real persons, through the matrix of healthy and personal relationships. Basil has a firm understanding of the philanthropic God and the theocentric person. With this in mind, he affirms that life together is more advantageous than solitary living. God has made us for healthy relationships. If each of us should choose to live in solitude, we would no longer serve the common good in the ministry according to God's good pleasure, but we would be satisfying our own passion for self-gratification. What Basil is saying here is that we have an obligation to contribute to the common good. Healthy relationships help us to see beyond the borders of our own life and to reach out to others. Basil asks the powerful rhetorical question: if you live a solitary life, whose feet will you wash? Whose feet will you wash? And of course, Basil could stretch this even further. Who will you forgive if you live a solitary life? Whom will you help if you live a solitary life? Whom will you love if you live your life in isolation from others? Life together is good for our correction, for our improvement. Most of us, myself included, do not like to be corrected. We do not easily recognize our weaknesses or our sin. We do not easily recognize our unhealthy attachments. We do not easily recognize our brokenness or the times when we have hurt one another. A person living in solitary withdrawal will not readily discern his own defects, since he has no one to admonish him, no one to correct him with mildness and compassion. So students and friends, Basil advises us to be open to correction. Living in a community, a healthy community, can help raise a mirror to ourselves. We need to see ourselves as we truly are, and not how we sometimes think we are. The healthy community can help us see our weaknesses and provide us with guidance in improvement. Basil tells us that in community, the personal gift of one person becomes the common possession of all. He tells us this: no one has the capacity to receive all the spiritual gifts, but the grace of the Spirit is given in proportion to the faith of each of us. When one is living in association with others, the grace privately given to one person becomes the common possession of his fellows. A life passed in isolation is concerned only with the private service of individual needs. This is exactly opposed to the law of love. So students and friends, remember that you have been blessed with gifts and talents from God. You are not the owner of these gifts. You are the steward. Are you keeping your gifts to yourselves, your talents to yourself, or are you willing to share these with others?